All right, today we're here to talk about flexibility. So what we commonly see a lot of times in the gym is that people come in and their flexibility is awful. Flexibility is a part of physical fitness. You've got to be flexible for a lot of different things. Most Americans, they sit like this on a keyboard all day, they drive like this all day, and their shoulders are probably the most inflexible thing that we see throughout the gym, okay? A lot of what we do demands flexibility through the shoulders with some of our strength training, some of our gymnastics training especially. So we have a test that we like to show people so they can test their own flexibility relative to others, and then give them some improvements and some tips on how they can kind of open up their shoulders. So overhead squats, handstands, push press, some of those shoulder strengthening movements they can get better at just based off their flexibility improvements, okay? So we're gonna show you a couple things today. One, we're gonna show you the test, and then after that, we're gonna show you some things that you can do to improve your flexibility. So we're gonna bring the lovely Haley on board this afternoon, and she's gonna make her debut. So one thing that we can use to test our flexibility is one of these handy dandy rollers here. Go to Target, go to TJ Maxx, Marshalls, you can get one for like 15 bucks. If you go to the Dick's Sporting Goods, they're about 50. But all we want to do is test ourselves. So one good test is just to lay vertically on the roller. So what we're going to do, you guys sit at the base of the roller. And now from here, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure our head's right towards the edge here. And our goal is to open up our chest. So like you guys are in a T while you're laying down. So now the goal is palms are up, arms are straight. What we're going to try to do is bring our hands, keeping the hands on the ground, up and over our head, okay? So what this is doing is it's kind of opening up our chest and seeing the range of motion that we can get with our shoulders. So at this point, I'm vertical, my arms are straight, and my hands are pretty easily laying on the ground without much effort. So now what we're going to do is we're going to show what it might look like for an inflexible person. So now we're going to bring on the lovely Haley. I'm not saying she's inflexible, but we're going to have her go through the same motions. She's going to put her butt on the edge, she's going to put her head to the top, and now her palms are on the ground. From here, she's going to start to try to bring her hands behind her head, and notice that you guys see her hand elevate up off of the ground, okay? So when she's at the top, or right above her head, her hands are almost a foot above the ground at this point. So this would say that she would need to work on her shoulder flexibility. She knows this already, so when we do snatches and different movements, she focuses on it. So what we're going to show you is a way to get better at it. So just as she has here, she has her palms up flat on the ground. Now what we're going to do is ask her to go to a point where she can't keep her palms on the ground or the back of her hands on the ground. So she's going to elevate until she gets a point where they lift. And now we're going to hold for 20 seconds. So all we're going to ask her is to watch the clock, count in her head, sing herself a song, whatever it takes. Hold that range of motion for 20 seconds. And then what she would do from there is go to a deeper range of motion, meaning that she's bringing her hands further back up off the ground. And then she's going to hold that for 20 seconds. Hold it for 20 seconds, 20 seconds, 20 seconds. Now she's going to go behind her head to where she's at the top of it, and she's going to hold that for 20 seconds. So we're letting gravity kind of pull her chest and her arms back, which is going to, over time, open up her shoulders. But if we don't do this on a daily basis, then every single time we do shoulders, we're going to remember that we're inflexible and realize we haven't really taken the time to do it. So that's your weekly tutorial. You guys have an awesome day.